Hello everyone, it's your boy Crazygingerjeff with mrbinxvr, and we are starting a new series of cave creepypastas or stories. This one is of Ted the Caver. So yeah, I'll probably make a video of this stream, more chopped down. But no one's in the stream yet, so we're just gonna wait for a bit. I keep hitting the mic with my headset.
So if you want,
There you go.
oh, okay.
Okay, you go.
Yeah. So if you are here right now, probably watching the stream after, of course, you are probably going to have to come to notice at the fact that this series will proceed for quite a long period of time. And if you guys aren't a big fan of it, or you have any dislikes about it, well, apologies. Yeah, put it in the comment. We might change to something else.
So we can make content on it. Hey.
Yeah, we need more content. Hey!
Content farming, let's go.
Content farming. Woo!
Yes, so we've got this video by Jay Bird. I have watched it, but I've forgotten a lot of it. But Mr. Binks, I believe you are brand new to this video.
I've never heard of it, so you know, it's pretty cool.
I've got this like light in the way. Okay, there we go. Alright, no one's here yet, but I'm gonna just start the stream.
Hey everybody. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with creepypastas. They're basically the internet's equivalent of a campfire story. I myself have been a fan of these for many years. I remember getting into them back in the big creepypasta boom of 2012, 2013 or so, and I've honestly been hooked ever since. However, I think it's because of the fame of the characters that came out of that time, such as Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, Smile Dog,
Can you not?
No.
Hold on. To Discord. Okay. Is it like muted for you?
Yeah, the video is muted, yeah.
Okay, well, I can hear. I don't know about. Okay, the stream can hear it. I'm pretty sure.
I'll check.
Yeah. Have you muted it on Discord?
No.
We should have.
Oh wait,
this, man.
Yeah, we probably should have. Alright, try it again. I had my volume really low.
Rake, those type of characters that we're all familiar with.
No,
Oh, it's fine. No one's in here yet. I'll make it into
no one's in here yet. You wanna just, yeah.
That's kind of sad, but it's, yeah, well, it's funny.
I'll tell you what, I'll quickly leave the Discord call and I'll be back.
Yeah.
Alright. Back. Right. So. Right, unpause it.
Okay.
It's easy to forget that creepypastas existed long before.
That might be it. That might be a tad bit of an issue. You might need to restart it, or that's generally just a me problem.
Okay, I'm gonna disconnect from the call and then I'll start again, okay?
Alright.
Okay, now we're gonna do the share your screen thing again. Do that. Okay. Wait,
Hold on, I'm just gonna see if the stream can actually hear it.
Alright.
Before that. In fact,
because if the stream can hear it, then that's good. But if you can't hear it, then that's not so good. Why is there always technical difficulties at the start of my stream?
right, it's genuinely just a bit of a me problem, because I can't hear it, so try dropping up again.
Is it like a Discord thing? Okay, if we both leave the call, and then just completely restart it. Okay, okay, both of us leave the call.
I don't know,
Right, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Leave the call. There you go.
Alright,
I
it's
think
just
you're sharing
loading.
your screen.
Pardon?
Are you sharing your screen?
No.
Ah! I got it. Okay, try now.
Alright, let's have a look.
Creepypastas had been around for
Yeah, I can hear it.
years back.
Hey, technical difficulties over.
Alright, yay!
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can invite some people to the chat, alright?
Yeah, alright. Then we'll watch the vid. Okay. After the technical difficulties for like the 10th stream now, we can finally stream. Yay! Oh my god, hopefully next time there's no technical difficulties, because if there is, that's just plain annoying. Okay, for the people who have just joined the stream, we're reacting to the first creepypasta, Ted the Caver, and then we're going to play a game called, what's it called again? Trove. Which will be fun. We're going to make this a series, and also, I'm going to cut this stream down into a video. So then people who want to watch it don't have to just sit and watch
Yeah.
the whole stream. Okay.
Alright, well, let's just have a look at it again.
Okay.
By the time those characters became popular. Wanting to dig into this a little bit, I decided I would just do a quick Google search of what's the first creepypasta. And that led me to the story we're discussing today, Ted the Caver. Now, I had heard of Ted the Caver before. It's a very famous creepypasta, not just for being arguably the first creepypasta, but also for just being an all-around good horror story. And I figured recently, instead of just having it be this creepypasta of myth that I'd never checked out, that it's about time I read it. And because it's such a big piece of creepypasta history, again being arguably the first, I feel that it's important that we talk about it today. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to go through the story of Ted the Caver, and see how it stands up in comparison to creepypastas nowadays. Ted's journey begins in December of 2000. Ted and his friend known as B are avid cavers. They've gone exploring in many caves, and it's ultimately just their hobby. But a few years ago, B had a very bad accident. Whatever this accident was, it left B in very rough shape. The doctors even saying he would be unable to walk again. However, overcoming all odds, B was able to walk and is in fact able to still explore these caves, though he does have to move a bit slower than Ted does. There are many areas that Ted has to explore without B because they're just too difficult for him to go on. Regardless of this though, the two still like to explore caves together. The two men set their sights on a cave Ted had seen a while ago. Now Ted shares he does not want to reveal the name of this cave should anyone go there and then have anything, negative fall upon them. So he calls the cave Mystery Cave. Now, Ted has been to this cave before and says it's a little tricky to get into in the first place. In doing so, they have to tie a rope to a tree and basically slide their way down. And as I have absolutely zero experience with caving, I'm going to let Ted's words describe how they get down there in the first place. To enter the cave, one must have a good length of rope in order to rappel down into the rock.
Surely, yeah. Like,
Yes.
caving already takes a lot of balls. But, like, what makes you want to go down there?
Adventure. Mystery.
I know, but, like, you could so easily die.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think went on the head of the first man that wanted to drink from the udder of a cow?
Bro sucked that cow's nipple just to get milk.
Exactly.
The guy
Because
who
people do it
found
for
out
enjoyment.
salt. Bro licked a rock to see if it tasted good.
Yeah, they would have done anything. Food.
Rock. A nearby tree serves as a good anchor point. Once the rope is tied to the tree, about 20 feet away from the small cliff, it can be tossed over the edge of the cliff to a small ledge 15 feet below. Cavers can then descend the short distance to the entrance. Once inside the cave, artificial light must be used. My light source of choice is a battery-operated, helmet-mounted light, known as a TAG light. Safe caving calls for at least 2 sources of backup lighting. For my backup lighting, I have a mini mag light mounted to my helmet, and another helmet-mounted light in my pack, which I always carry with me. I also have glow sticks that I carry with me. These are not considered good sources of backup lighting by some, but they are good to use for taking lunch breaks, and they could be used to get out of a cave if the other sources fail. Now, as I mentioned, Ted has been in this cave before, and on one of his last visits he noted near the bottom of the cave, deep down within it, there is a small hole. The small opening is located about 3 feet above the ground and is just about the size of a fist. This opening has air blowing through it, which...
How is that air blowing through if it's that far underground?
Drafts.
Yeah, but like, so doesn't that mean like there's like another way in from another side, or is it just like circular?
What I think what they mean is, so where they were, that's where the wind was the wind was going in, not coming out.
Ah, so it's like just like sucking in all the air.
Yeah, or just being blown down because drafts. That's
Yeah.
just how they work.
Yeah, circulation
Yeah.
and stuff.
Sounds weird to someone like myself who's unfamiliar with this, but Ted says that there is an old phrase in caving called, "If it blows, it goes." Sounds mildly inappropriate. Basically meaning that if there's air traveling through there, that there's enough space on the other side for it to actually be an open cave that they could explore, potentially at least. Throughout this story, Ted posts a lot of photos to accompany what we're reading. Here you can see a glove shoved into the hole just to show how small an opening we're dealing with here. He has photos taken from his Kodak camera such as this one, and he's also provided illustrations throughout, and I'll show those as they come out throughout the story. Upon traversing all the way down into the bottom of the cave and to the small opening 3 feet above the ground, Ted shines his light into the small opening to see what...
Alright, Binks.
Yeah.
Someone in chat has said 3 things in a row. Yes, mate. Ginger Jeff, and then I love you. And that isn't Joe.
I'll have a look.
What the hell?
Oh no, I know who these guys are. Yeah, yeah. People I invited. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know them. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're some random people.
It just bamboozled me at first. I just look over at chat and just, I love you.
Alright.
Okay.
they're working with. He sees a very small and narrow passage go for about 10 to 12 feet, and then it opens up at the end. They can only see about 20 feet in total, but they believe at the end of that passage, it should open up enough for them to be able to actually explore the cave, assuming that it goes back further. Here's an illustration.
Okay, so they see a small hole in the wall. You can only put a glove in there. And their first choice is, let's see what's behind that. Surely you would think there's just nothing there and it's just like a hole.
Yeah, but as I said before... Wait, you saw that? It's like...
The hell was the chat doing?
I don't know.
I'm
My...
just
Oh, what
leaving
the
it.
hell?
It's blown up like mad. What on earth was that sound? Okay, the live is about this creepypasta of Ted the Caver. And what, like, it's supposedly the first creepypasta, arguably. And then after we react to this video and watch this video, we will go to we will go play a game called... Wait, what's it called again? I keep forgetting. Trove. So that is what we're doing this live. And I'll also break this this stream down into a video, because we're going to make multiple parts to this stream. So that's what this stream is about.
There's going to be more streams.
Yeah, there will be more streams.
More.
Never seen your chat so active. Neither have I. There's 5 viewers. This is bamboozling me.
Illustration that Ted made of what they're dealing with here. You can see the narrow passage, and then it goes out into a bigger opening. However, in order to enter that passage in the first place, they have to widen the small hole, as, like I said, it's only about the size of a fist, and a person's not going to fit through there. Ted and B believe this to be a virgin cave, or in other words, a cave that no one's explored. This would mean that they would be the very first people to ever step foot inside that cave, potentially ever. And as cavers, they say this is basically one of the best things they could have found, and it drives their ambition to explore it further. So they begin work on widening the opening. They bring drills, hammers, and any other small but necessary item that they can bring down into the cave with them to expand it. Because the area they're working in is so small, they can really only work one at a time. So while one is drilling or hammering away, the other's basically sitting back against the cave wall, relaxing. So that way, whenever the other person is tired and done with their stint of it, the other can come take their turn, basically meaning work on it can be non-stop while they're down there. Once the passage has been expanded a little bit, they decide they need to name it something. Because of how tight the squeeze will be to crawl through the passage, they name it Floyd's Tomb. This is named after Floyd Collins, who was a...
Oh, yeah. Do you know about Floyd?
No, wasn't he that one guy that got trapped in the cave?
Yeah, he got stuck in this like L-shaped sort of cave, and then like gravel fell on him and he got stuck.
Oh yeah, him, yeah.
Yeah, and like there was this massive like rescue mission. We could actually react to that video next stream.
Yeah, it just...
Bro, we got
just
7 views in the stream. What the hell?
Yo! 6.
I am bamboozled. On my...
Oh, no, I'm one of them, so I can see what the chat's doing. You're not that popular. Don't worry.
Oh my days, what the hell is going on with the chat? They're just like talking to each other casually. This is mad. I've never had more than 1 people in my chat. Or 7 views. Oh my day. Okay.
Oh, I know who Elder Master is.
Oh, alright.
It's but Master wrong. Yeah, I know who that is.
Alright. Yeah, tell me after the stream.
Yeah,
caver who tragically got stuck in a cave and died back in 1925. Floyd was stuck down in a cave for 14 days before finally succumbing to the elements and passing away, regardless of the fact that there was a giant rescue mission to get him out. If you want to hear more about Floyd Collins and what he went through down in that cave, you can watch the Internet Historian's video, Man in Cave, which also features the wonderful Wendigoon. It's a good video, and if you want to hear more about caving, I'd go check it out. Anyways, back to Ted the Caver. The two begin widening Floyd's tomb enough for Ted to be able to squeeze in it. It's worth noting here that B is a slightly bigger guy than Ted, and because of that, they just do not have the time.
Why do I now imagine B just being a really buff, like, dude with like tons of pecs?
I don't know.
I just imagine him being jacked. He's like, oh, sorry, man. Can't squeeze through there. Guess you're on your own. Oh, well.
Alright. Oh, let's proceed with this.
Time to widen everything out for B to fit. So basically what their plan is to get it big enough for Ted to be able to squeeze in, and then he'll document what he sees in there through video cameras and photos and whatnot for B to see. Although at this point it does not look like B will be able to enter the cave alongside his friend, he is still just as committed to getting this open so that way Ted can explore it. It is just as much his discovery as it is Ted's after all. I mentioned before that there is the air that blows through Floyd's tomb. Well, while they're trying to expand it, they notice that the air has picked up a bit, and it's actually like blowing out of the hole, so much so that it's howling deep within the cave. The wind is so strong something in there is howling, and behind that they can hear a low rumbling sound. Now, the two are underground, so they try and explain it as just vehicles driving on a road however many feet above them. But the issue is, at the point that they're in the cave right now, no one should be on the road. Not as many vehicles, at least, to make that constant rumbling sound. The two are kind of freaked out by this, but chalk it up to just something they can't explain.
But like,
And
how
maybe
would
it's just the
the
cave reverberating
rumbling
the sounds of their drilling or
be that
whatnot.
far
They're
down?
not certain, but it's certainly something that lingers in the back of their minds. Anyways, trying to ignore the rumbling and the howling creeping them out, they actually make good progress, and you can see through this photo that they've widened it a good bit. They've already spent a
Good bit. That doesn't look any bigger.
It does. You can fit 2 hands in there now.
Yay! He can nearly squeeze through.
Yay!
Yeah, Ted's just a toothpick, and like B's just jacked.
Yeah.
good amount of time trying to widen the hole for Ted to get in
tap,
Floyd's
tap.
tomb.
It breaks
But
down.
they don't want to end up having wasted their time when Ted finally is able to get in there and cross through the end, and it being just the size of like a closet or something. So to try and see just how far back it really goes, they bring B's dog Whip. Now Whip is a small dog who is perfectly able to fit down into that cave and explore. So the plan is basically to bring her down into the cave with them. After all, she has been down in caves with them before, just not this one. They're going to have her go through Floyd's tomb, out on the end, and then see how far back she goes, figuring that if she stops, it's because there's a drop-off or something, and they won't be able to explore past that point. They bring Whip down, and she's having a great time with them. She's enjoying all the new scents of the cave and whatnot, and is just having all around a good time being a cool dog in a cool cave. But all that changes as soon as she gets to Floyd's tomb. Whip becomes very afraid. The hairs on the back of her neck are standing up. She's not comfortable down here. So much so that she begins growling into the hole of Floyd's tomb. The sudden switch in her demeanor rightfully frightens Ted and B, who are suddenly very afraid of what's behind that cave. And this especially gets worse whenever Whip switches from growling to whimpering in fear of whatever's back there, her tail going between her legs as she slowly backs away from the opening. Ted and B decide there's no way they can rightfully put Whip into Floyd's tomb to have her explore if she's that.
But the thing, what would make her that scared? Because not much makes a dog scared.
My dog growls at me if I go anywhere near her mouth. So.
Well, that's not necessarily scary. They're not necessarily scared. It's just like they're being defensive.
Dog.
When they're scared,
Dog.
like
Dog.
setting the tails under.
It's dog.
Okay, it's just the dog.
Just dog.
Dog.
Disturbed
Dog,
by
I
it.
guess.
They basically set up a little spot for her to sit away from the opening, and one of them sits with the dog while the other works on widening the hole. Although Ted notes while B's working on widening it, Whip cannot take her eyes off the opening of the cave. Ted says it's as though she's waiting for something to come out of it. B's still going though, drilling away at the opening, and he suddenly stops and begins looking into the cave. Ted comes back where he was sitting with Whip to come see what's up, and B says he thought he heard a sound in the cave. He said it sounded like rock was grinding against rock. Regardless of all the eerie stuff that's happened on this trip though, B's actually made outstanding progress. So much so that Ted is now able to fit his head into the hole and look around. However,
But the thing is, wouldn't you be scared? As soon as you put your head in there, you can't get it back out.
Don't put that thought in my mind. Don't put that thought in my mind, please.
That's why I would never put my head in anywhere. Because, like, what if I just can't get it
Your
back out?
foot goes first.
Foot goes first. And, like, what if you poke your head through? You see something, and then you can't get your head back out, so you're just stuck staring at it. This is why
it is then that Ted notices that the wind and the rumbling have stopped. He's not certain of when it stopped, if it was before or after B heard the sound of rock rubbing against rock, but he's kind of freaked out as the whole time they've been down there, it hasn't stopped once. If anything, it's gotten louder as they've been down there and stronger, but now there's no trace of it. Deciding that enough is enough, they pack up and leave for that day as well. The next time the two men return to the cave, they once again can hear the wind and the low rumbling, which kind of calms them down, especially given all the creepy things that happened last time. Ted is using the drill to widen the hole again, and it's worth noting this drill is very loud. They're in a very confined and cavernous space, so it echoes all across the walls right back into their ears. But over this sound, Ted hears a blood-curdling scream from deep within the cave. Even over the loudness of the drill, B hears it too and jumps up, runs up to Ted to see what it was. Ted turns off the drill and the two men listen, trying to hear what could have made that sound. What the heck was screaming within that cave? But as they listen, they hear nothing but silence. Fearing that something's about to come out of the hole towards them, they begin using rocks to plug up the hole in an effort just to prevent it.
Something comes at them, they just like block it with a rock. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass, mortal!
Someone might need help, like they've just made an escape for them. They're like, oh my god, thank you, and they're screaming. And then they just plug up the like the
They could be they could be getting stabbed to death. Trying to get out, and they're like, nope, you're not getting out, bucko, not today.
No, we don't want to die.
We do not care.
I don't want to be a part of this, you see. Goodbye.
Anything from coming at them, but after a few minutes, nothing happens.
Everyone left the
The
stream.
two cautiously remove
literally
the
everyone
rocks
disappeared.
out from the opening and slowly begin working again. Ted notes once again that the rumbling and wind
It was
have
mad while I was
stopped.
there.
However, after all their days of work, they finally make some good progress again, as they've widened enough for Ted to be able to squeeze through. Not just his head, but his whole body this time. They have to narrow it out a little bit more once they go deep into the passage, but they've established that Ted can do this, and he can crawl through. It is unbelievably tight, and his body is completely pinned against itself as he goes, but he is able to make it through. So, after a little bit of tweaking, and just a little bit more widening for Ted's own comfort, Ted is finally able to go through Floyd's tomb.
Oh,
How did he squeeze through there?
I'm hoping the second image was
Finally
not
able to go through
real.
Floyd's tomb.
Bro, as soon as you start going through, there's no going back. You can't just reverse back out because
I'm
you need
hoping that's not real. Oh no, that is real.
that is real. So that means
Oh,
this
but-
story is
yeah,
true.
that wouldn't be what they were, because then you put your, how the hell are they gonna get the camera down there?
I don't know.
That's them two just mucking around.
Maybe. Maybe
Alright.
that's him coming back and like the other dude just
Yeah.
taking a picture.
When he crosses through and lands on his feet, he notes that he's completely alone.
Or maybe he goes backwards into it.
Hmm.
So then if there's a fall, he can put his legs, like, hook him around. So he can actually stand up. I don't know.
Ted is on this side of the cave, and there's the passage, and then B is on this side. B cannot fit through that passage, meaning if anything happens to Ted over there, he's alone. Ted tries not to think of the screaming sound he heard the last time they were down there, but it
Oh yeah,
constantly
why would you go in there if you know there's, like, someone screamed in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, someone's died in here. Let me just go explore it. It's literally every dumb person in a horror film.
Yeah.
he just eats away at the back of his mind as he traverses this cave. Perhaps because of that, or perhaps because he has actual reason to, Ted feels as though he's being watched. Nonetheless though, this has been their project for all this time, so Ted's gonna explore it thoroughly. The first thing Ted finds is this giant round rock leaning against the wall. Though it's not all that important or eye-catching, there's something about it that just seems weird. It's almost out of place to Ted. However, Ted takes a picture of the rock anyways. He explores the cave a little bit more before deciding his time's up and he needs to turn back to let B know, he's not lost or anything in there. On his way back, Ted finds possibly the most interesting thing that the cave has to offer. He's making his way back to B when he sees a cave painting on the wall. Now, as was stated earlier, this cave is a virgin cave, or so they thought, so no one should ever have been down here. And at the very least, no one has been in hundreds of thousands of years, meaning these are old. And this rightfully fascinates Ted, who...
So, like, you go explore a cave and you find cave paintings. Like, surely you could, like, sell that off. Or, like, tell someone about that. Like, hey, found cave paintings, you're welcome. And also there's screaming down here, but ignore that. And also, how on earth did a caveman get down there?
Well, there's erosion, isn't there? So
Oh yeah, true.
Maybe, yeah, humans have been around for millions of years.
Yeah, so
I
like
think, I don't know.
earthquakes and stuff like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably up, but now it's
Yes.
swapped.
Goes to look at it and takes a photo of it with his camera. When he looks at it though, he says it resembles a bunch of people with their hands up, praising some strange item in the middle. Ted takes a picture of this and then proceeds to leave the cave. He makes it all the way back to Floyd's tomb just fine, but as he's crawling through it, he hears rocks moving behind him. He's creeped out and hurries his pace a little bit, as there shouldn't be anything back there that's causing rocks to move. However, when he gets on the other side, he decides it's best not to tell B about that. Now, by this point, as you've seen, Ted has taken several pictures of his explorations. But for whatever reason, whenever Ted passes the room with the cave painting, none of the pictures developed right. You can see through this photo that you can kind of see the rock in the back there, just a little bit, but the up-close picture Ted took of it, and the picture of the cave paintings, none of those actually developed.
How does that look like 3 people praying to an
I
object
don't.
in the middle?
Maybe it's a different one.
Maybe. Because that doesn't
Or
look like...
he's. I mean, I can see what he means. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, that, as soon as I look like that, that's not what I get from it. Maybe it was like another orientation or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I hope. Yeah.
Weird.
Now, Ted wants to go back and explore that again, and B wants Ted to as well. But on the off chance that anything happens, they want someone in there with Ted. And because B can't fit, they decide they need to find someone to come with them. So they go to their mutual caving friend, a man named Joe. They swear Joe to secrecy, making sure he won't tell a soul about this cave or where it's located at. Remember, this is Ted and B's discovery. They want to explore it thoroughly first before they let anyone else know where it's at.
They're acting like as soon as someone knows, people are gonna fly in from all countries just to like invade.
No, because they could have something exceedingly expensive, and they want to get that and then sell it off for money, possibly.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
they want to see if it's safe at all.
Oh yeah, true.
Make sure they're the only ones to fully explore it.
They are the first. They are the only. They are the cave explorers. Oh my god. We should do that. For every one of these videos we do, there's just this little intro thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, they are the cavers.
Yeah, good idea. We'll do that then.
Besides, of course, Joe.
We'll record
Once
them.
Joe agrees and they feel they can trust him, they take him to the cave to explore it with them. However, perhaps their biggest mistake is that they don't tell Joe about any of the weird things that have happened. Nothing about the photos not being developed, nothing about the rumbling or the howling of the wind, and certainly not the strange scream that they heard earlier. So B basically stands guard outside of Floyd's tomb like he has, and Ted and Joe go into the cave.
Yo, B must be so bored. He's just sitting there for hours on end. In a cave
I know.
by himself.
I know.
How boring and, like, unsettling that must be. It's not like he should just go on his phone or anything.
There's no signal down there.
It's literally. So what does he do?
Oh no.
Does he have a notepad?
However, while Ted is going through, he accidentally hits his head on the wall of Floyd's tomb. Very badly. So much so that he feels he might have a concussion, and doesn't feel it's safe to continue onward into the cave with Joe. He basically gives Joe good directions and says, "Good luck, we'll be on the other side."
First, they don't tell him anything about the cave. Second, he bumps
Yeah,
his
because
head.
then he might not come.
He bumps his head on accident. So then he's now on his own, like exploring it for the first time, by himself. This poor dude.
If you need us. Now, if anything does happen, Ted feels that he's in decent enough shape to be able to go in after him, but due to the fact that he already feels bad from having hit his head, he decides it's probably best if he waits out with B. So he tells Joe how to get to the room with the hieroglyphics, and then heads back the way he came. Ted and B have some time to reflect here alone now, knowing that someone is in the cave, and that they're on the other side. They begin discussing the weird things that have happened, and feel they probably should have told Joe about all the weird things before sending him in there alone. They begin calling for him, trying to get him to come back,
Like he's
but
gonna hear them.
Joe doesn't answer. They basically gave Joe a 20-minute window to go in and out of the cave, but that time passes and they have not yet heard from him. Ted waits a few more minutes, still calling for Joe into the cave, hoping that he'll answer, but he never does, leading Ted to reluctantly put all his gear back on to go in after him.
Feel how guilty they must feel.
Yeah, no.
They're like, yeah, we may have killed this guy by accident. How do we explain this? You see, he bumped his head. And he didn't wake up.
You would have thought you would have heard a scream if anything too bad happened to him.
Yeah, because it would echo. So maybe he's just like in there somewhere.
Stupid. Just
Like,
a bit lost.
he might be lost. He might be screaming. You just won't hear it.
He might just had a heart attack and died.
Or just like died, just dropped dead, or just flopped.
Right as he's about to go through, though, they see a light at the end of Floyd's tomb. It's getting brighter and brighter as it comes towards them quickly. They call out to see if it's Joe, and this time they finally get a response. It's a weak response, though, but it's definitely Joe's. They call for him, asking, "Joe, are you okay? Are you alright?" And they hear a very weak no. That being said, though, Joe crawls through Floyd's tomb at record pace, not wanting to be stuck on the other side of it. He crashes to the ground in front of B and Ted, huffing and puffing, and they get to look at him and see he's covered in scrapes as he forced himself through Floyd's tomb so quickly. His arms are bleeding and the rest of him's cut. On top of that, he looks unwell, ill, sick. Something clearly is wrong. He's winded and just sits on the ground trying to catch his breath until he suddenly gets up and scurries out of the cave, not saying a word to B or Ted. Ted and B follow him and also leave the cave, wanting to find out what happened to their friend. Once they all surface, they get into the truck and leave, heading back home. They ask Joe what happened, but he won't give them any specifics.
He just says, "You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me anything."
Yeah, they could simply say, we had no clue. We had no clue. We were like swallowing a stone.
There were monsters everywhere. They were everywhere.
Oh.
How could you not witness them?
Ted asks if he saw the cave painting or the round rock, but Joe says no. He never saw any of that. Which, for as deep as they believe he went in that cave and as long as he was in there, that should be impossible. Ted and B reluctantly tell Joe about the strange things that happened in the cave when they were there, but Joe doesn't say a word to respond. They drop him back off, and he says he never wants to go into that cave again. They try and get in touch with Joe in the next few days, but he never answers them. They even hear from a mutual friend that he hasn't gone into work. Ted and B are worried about their friend and freaked out about what happened in that cave, but for whatever reason they just can't put it to rest. They just can't get the cave out of their mind, so much so that they hesitantly go back to explore the cave again. This time Ted brings a video camera. He's going to record.
If someone comes out so speedy, they've got scrapes all over them. They want to get out of there. They won't talk about it. Why would you want to go back?
Good question. I don't know. I'm hearing some weird sounds outside my house right now, which is quite bad, especially that I'm in pitch black with one laptop in front of me, my only source of light.
Maybe you should like turn on the light.
Oh yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Thank you for the idea.
It's okay.
What's in the cave so this time
Death.
B can see it. So everything goes as normal. Ted and B enter the cave, and B waits outside the squeeze as Ted goes through Floyd's tomb and out to the other side. He has his video camera, and he has his helmet with the light mounted on, as well as his bag. Ted passes the room with the cave painting and the round rock and continues down a new passage. Yet as he's going, he notes that somehow it seems darker than it has before. It's not so much as though his light isn't working, after all Ted had fully charged it before they left, but more like the darkness is eating at his light source, making it not as bright, as though the darkness is overtaking it. On top of that, the ground of this passage is covered in fragments of broken rock. It's as though something had been chiseling away in this opening, much as they had chiseled away at the opening to Floyd's tomb. As he's walking down this passage, though, he again hears the sound of rock scraping against rock. It sounds as though it's coming from the room right behind him. Ted jumps and hits his head on the ceiling, which causes him to fall to the ground in pain. Worst of all, though, him hitting his head on the ceiling broke his helmet lamp, leaving Ted in complete darkness. As the scraping stops, Ted fearfully begins to dig around in his backpack for his glow sticks, He holds it out in his hand, but is terrified to illuminate it, as he does not want to see what will be waiting for him in the darkness when he does. Realizing that he has no choice if he wants to leave the cave, though.
It's Joe. Got you, you punk. You should have told me.
Yeah.
How dare you? I heard you and B talking out there. That you should have told me about all that stuff. This is my revenge, boy.
It just eats him.
He becomes a cannibal. Oh god. Can't see the trap if I do that.
He cracks it, and as it slowly begins to illuminate, he sees nothing. This is almost worse to him, though,
Oh,
as
hold
he
up,
realizes
video's
he's not
frozen.
alone.
Alright, I'll pause it.
Just go back a bit.
Go back a bit.
Yeah, just go back a few seconds out to work.
Should I play it?
Yeah, God.
And as it slowly begins to illuminate, he sees
Okay, yeah, I can't
nothing.
see. I still
This
can't
is
see
almost
it, bro.
worse to him, though.
Ah, don't worry. Don't worry, it's all good. I don't need to see any pictures.
Oh yeah, no you don't, to be honest, do you?
As
Yeah,
he
it's
realizes he's
audio.
not alone.
It's just audio.
He has no clue where whatever is moving is. It's just him, a glow stick, the darkness, and something hiding in it. He very slowly moves, as the glow stick can only illuminate about a foot or two in front of him, trying to find his way back. As he heads to the room with the cave painting and the round rock, though, he notices that the rock has moved. That was the source of the scraping sound. This giant round rock had moved. It was previously leaning against the wall, but now it's almost in the middle of the floor. And he notices why it had moved. He uses the glow stick and looks down and sees that there's a giant hole under the rock. The rock had basically acted as a cork.
Someone tunneled in.
Oh my god.
Oh, do you think that's why the blubbing was there? Because it's like feeding
The
through
what?
that hole. Like that links somewhere else,
Oh, yeah.
potentially. And then like the boulder being blocked off stops the wind. Because it's no longer going all the way through.
Yeah.
To keep it contained. But now the rock had moved. To Ted, this means the worst thing he could possibly imagine. Whatever was beneath that rock, down in that hole, had moved it, hence the scraping sound, and had crawled out of that hole and is now somewhere in the darkness with him. Realizing how bad this situation is, he throws caution to the wind and runs all the way back to Floyd's tomb. His sides are being scraped against the walls, causing cuts and bruises all along him, but he doesn't care just as long as he gets out of there. He begins screaming for B to get out of the cave as quick as he can. When he finally gets to Floyd's tomb, he pushes his backpack into the opening and realizes then that when he'd hit his head on the ceiling, he had dropped the camera way back in the cave. He contemplates for a moment. Maybe I should go back and get the camera.
Yeah,
But the
content.
fear of whatever had moved that rock, the fear of whatever was in there with him, made him abandon the thought of going back for that camera immediately.
Jake Paul would have done it. Logan Paul would have done it. Other YouTubers would have done it. He should have done it for the content.
For the content.
For the content. Mr. Beast would have done it. Jimmy would have done it.
Yes.
Immediately. He begins to quickly crawl through Floyd's tomb. Once again, it's just scraping at his sides, but he doesn't care just as long as he gets out of there. When he's about midway through, though, he smells decay, death, the worst scent he has ever smelled in his life. It's
There's
like
just a zombie behind him.
Huh.
Yes, sounded.
corpse is under his nose and rotting, and it's getting stronger and stronger. This only rejuvenates his fight to get out, though, as he continues to crawl and crawl and crawl until he's finally out of Floyd's tomb and falls to the ground. He wants to just sit on the cold cave floor and lay there, catch his breath, but then he hears a scraping sound within Floyd's tomb, and he quickly gets to his feet and chases after B to get out of the cave. Usually when leaving the cave, Ted would put on a harness or something so that way he can safely ascend. This time though, out of pure fear and adrenaline, he just starts free climbing it, using the rope to climb out, knowing that if he falls, it is certain death. but somehow that seems better than meeting the fate of whatever is chasing him from that cave. He climbs and climbs and climbs. B gets to the top before him and dismounts all his gear. Ted is still climbing as he notices that the rope next to him is moving, ever so slightly. It's being pulled on.
What the hell? We're watching this
What?
creepy video, and then like, what on earth are you doing? We're live, Mr. Binks.
So I thought I saw this really dodgy thing, quite an inappropriate channel. I was
Alright.
reporting it.
Do you want to react to it?
No.
Oh.
It'll get this done for. It has racial slurs as its username.
Oh yeah, never mind then. Now, immediately cancel the stream. The best stream I've ever had for views and comments.
Let's just continue. That never happened.
By something down in the cave. It suddenly snaps and is dragged down into the darkness. If Ted was on that, it surely would have taken him. He climbs quicker and quicker until he finally surfaces. Now remember, there is a rope tied to the tree that they typically use to go down. As the two men lay on the grass, they see that rope is slowly being tugged on as well, though this one, unlike the one that just shot down into the cave, but this one is not trying to be dragged into the cave like the one before. Something seems to be climbing this one from the darkness. B cuts the rope with his pocket knife, sawing at it as quick as he can until it finally frays and snaps, plunging whatever was down there back into the cave.
Is that murder victim trying to escape again?
Oh, God's sake.
For the second time now. They escaped from, like, the kidnapper's trap of the boulder. They're following this dude, like, help me. And then finally...
Yeah, that's what the scream was.
they're climbing up the rope. They cut the rope.
Let them die. How dare they?
Then they fall and die. I just wanted help.
There's 8 minutes left. I can't see what you could possibly fit in from 8 minutes.
Oh my days.
Cave, back into the darkness and away from the surface. The two men lay for a while, trying to catch their breath and their bearings, until they finally go to the truck to leave. They don't.
What if there's like a caveman stuck in there? He moved it, like he paints stuff every day, closes it back up, has a sleep.
Oh yeah.
Like, how on earth there's a caveman in there? I don't know, but
No, it's quite logical.
how? Explain.
Well, obviously, there's a thing called moving stones, right? And it's how kind of the world was made. Sorry, tectonic plates.
I know, but like,
They
how was the
move.
caveman
Okay,
still
they
alive?
cause. Oh, that's probably not. It's not probably not a caveman. It's probably something else. Something
But like,
human-like.
if it's got the capability to climb and to move a boulder, it's got to have opposable
It's
thumbs.
definitely not a person. Yeah, no, it's most certainly not a person.
Yes, true.
Bears can climb.
Don't say a word to each other the whole car ride home. Almost immediately after this event, Ted begins being plagued with nightmares. He can't sleep at night. Something is haunting his dreams. And unfortunately, it doesn't end there. While he can't sleep because of the nightmares, they begin creeping into his day-to-day life. He hears noises in his apartment that he can't explain. On top of that, he swears he can see a figure following him around in the darkness in the corner of his eye. He can never quite place it, but something...
It's the dead murder victim. It's haunting him.
Yeah, they're dead now.
You should have helped me.
Yeah.
You should have saved me. Ooh.
is following Ted. During all of this, one night, Ted gets the urge to go to a place called Outlook Point, somewhere that overlooks the city to see all the city lights. Ted doesn't know why he has the desire to go there, but for whatever reason, every fiber of his being is telling him that is the place he needs to be. So in the middle of the night, he gets in his car and goes. Whenever he parks, he gets out for some fresh air and notices there's someone else there, leaning against their car. Ted walks to see who it is and sees it's Joe. He hadn't seen or even spoken to Joe since Joe's poor endeavor in the cave, and the two talk for a while, and realize they're both being plagued with the same things. They decide that the only way they move on from this is to go back into the cave.
Okay, I know I joked
Oh,
about,
for God's sake.
I know I joked about the ghost thing, but Do you think it's like actually some sort of good thing? That would like explain the scream and why they're both being
Possibly.
things.
Genuinely, I think it could be some sort of like urban legend, something like a Wendigo or like a Wendigo or the Rake.
I don't know what either of them are, but okay.
Oh, okay.
They decide the next day at noon is when they need to go. So Ted goes to talk to B. B's spooked by what he sees with his friend, but also decides that if they're to get any closure on this, they need to go confront the cave once and for all. Ted shares in this blog post, he's almost excited to get this over with. He says to the people that he loves not to worry about him. He says that he will conquer this cave and get his life back and come back a better man. He tells his audience that by the time they read this, he'll likely already be deep within Mystery Cave, past Floyd's tomb, and into the unknown. He says that he will update the readers very soon, likely within the next day or two, and to wait on his next response. That was posted in 2001. Ted never made a follow-up entry. So that is the story of Ted the Caver, debatably the first creepypasta.
Well, he's dead.
Oh.
Oh well. Okay. Well, pretty good video. Pretty spoopy, not gonna lie.
Spooky.
Spoopy. Okay. With this game,
This is
I'm going to have to get the chat up on my phone. Okay. What will I like to be called?
What do you mean?
What will be my forever username?
Oh yeah! You're in Trove.
Yes. You forgot.
Finally get my legs down. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that story would have made me scared if I didn't rest my legs.
Bro, it was relaxing.
I was.
Yeah. What shall my name be? Okay. My username is gonna be Crazygingerjeff.
Okay.
Mine's loading.
Alright. Play.
Okay. I've got my stream up. I might not end up reacting to Strap.
Oh yeah, there's I'm not so sure whether the music's copyright or not.
Okay. If
So-
it is, then it'll just end the stream. So, Candy
Alright.
Barbarian, Gunslinger, Boomeranger.
Do not get... Listen, either go for the Knight or Boomeranger, okay?
Okay.
No, actually go Gunslinger or Boomeranger. Both of them two are the best classes.
I'm gonna go Gunslinger.
Alright, I'm Boomeranger.
Okay,
What the hell is settings?
Whoa. Okay.
I can't find settings, this might be bad. Marketplace. Oh yeah, settings, there we are. Audio, music volume, turn it down.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to press escape. Press escape real quick. If you're in the game.
Okay.
Alright. Has it come up with do you see like how to play store settings, mods, games, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Go on to settings, okay? And when you're... What the hell did I just get? Okay. And when you're on there, go on to audio and turn the music volume down, like all the way off. It's good. It's all right music, but it's most certainly copyright.
Okay.
And then tell me your user so I can dox you and then hack you.
Mine is
Crazygingerjeff. Mine's just. I should have made it Lord Binks.
I
live in
like
a
a medieval
castle.
game, so I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's more of a fantasy one, but yeah, fantasy is literally just medieval, but it's got like some sorcery in it.
Why was... Alright. I'm gonna get some people to have mods.
Alright. What is this?
Because I'm not always looking at chat, am I? So
Oh, Ginger, yeah?
yeah. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably add Joe as a mod. Because he's
Yeah.
always in chat.
Same.
So
How do I did you just decline my friend request?
no, what I did is I exited the tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Okay, send me a friend request.
Okay, how is Gingy spelled?
Gingy.
So, Gingy, there you are. Yeah, found you. I'm joining you, by the way. I'm gonna assist you with the tutorial.
I'm no longer doing the tutorial, am I?
Oh.
Where
are you then? Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Brother, follow me! We are going on a journey to a place afar!
I come from afar because my name is Jafar.
Don't finish that rest, otherwise you do get demonetized.
Do I?
Yes. It's offensive to, yes.
Where have you gone?
You have to follow me.
Where have you gone?
Look, I'm a secret dragon, bro.
I want that.
You can. Just you have to jump and then hold the space bar.
That's cool beans, actually.
It's W to go down and W and A to go side to side. This is my house. Come enjoy the magical relics I have within here. I made this.
I thought it was like a dummy.
It is a dummy.
Oh. I don't understand any of this.
That is why you are here then.
Let's go on to a quest.
Right, about that. Okay, yeah, sure. Hold up, let me just start. There we are. I now have a wall of trophy. I now have a wall with a trophy on it. Okay, right. What you're going to have to do is press Control, then A. It will prompt you with the map, and then you go to the map when you can. Okay, don't bother about the quests you see on the side. Or just go.
Tutorial portal, medieval
Nope.
Highlands world, travel,
Go there.
trove hub. Okay.
Go to the medieval Highlands lab.
Yep. I'm gonna quickly make Joe a moderator.
Alright.
He's no longer in the stream. But, like, add as moderator.
Join. I'm joining you to your exact location, by the way.
Okay. Okay. He's now a moderator because he's always in my chat.
Yeah, doing that will just replenish your Oh no, I did that already. Yeah. Let's go build your first house. It's probably going to be something you're going to have to do. This person now has a dragon as a pet. We don't. Right, this is mine, and if you do E on that, as you can see, you have a heart. You can change it up a bit.
Now what?
Press tab, and it's right click to delete.
I'm invisible.
And it, yeah, it's build mode. So basically, what you do is right click to activate the lasers to delete some stuff.
Oh, you're deleting the surrounding area? Oh.
Yeah, I'm not deleting your house. Oh no, you no, delete, yeah, you can delete some parts of your house that you don't want. I'm just mining down to see if I can find any treasure troves.
Oh, I'm just mining. Okay, so how do I build?
Right click. You can also press B to have a look at your block inventory.
B. I want primal red, thank you. What do I do with it?
You right click on it to equip it.
Oh. Oh, this is so confusing.
You'll get used to it.
Okay, so I've right clicked it. It's not placing, is it? Is left click to place, you bimbo?
Oh yeah. Yes, I think, isn't that what I said?
No,
Brilliant,
you said right click.
I don't know.
You bimbo.
Hey, don't call me a bimbo. I'll vanquish you.
I believe that is what you are. You're a ye old bimbo.
You're nothing but a chocolate teapot.
That is highly disgraceful to my culture. I don't have a culture.
My. Oh, I do. Okay. Right. What you building?
I don't know.
Building some walls. Oh, by the way, you're gonna need like walls that are at least over 2 blocks. I'd recommend doing 3.
I was gonna make a skyscraper, but okay.
Oh no, don't make a skyscraper. They're way too costly.
What do you mean costly?
Make something that's gonna keep you safe. So if you're being attacked by anything in a world and you physically can't defend, you can easily run back to your easily run back to the comfort of your own home.
I'm gonna get attacked by random stuff.
Yeah, it's an adventure game, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You just said, "Hey, do you want to play Trove? It's really good. It's kind of like Minecraft," and then that was it.
Oh. Ok. Still on the chain. Oh, there we.
Yeah. Wayne. I thought we were gonna go on a quest
Oh no, we will go on a quest.
of great proportions.
Yeah, it's mainly just dungeon stuff, but you know, it's still cool. Trust me.
You better be right. for the stream, for the content.
Of course.
If I ever make merch,
Oh,
it's gonna be a
Gingy.
t-shirt saying for the content. I shall succeed for the content. Yeah, I don't know how to make merch, but I kind of want merch. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Imagine on tag day, I just go in my own merch. That'd be hilarious.
Lol.
Everyone would be so confused, but we will understand.
And the teachers. So, why have you decided to come as an idiot?
What have you come as? Oh, just one of my favorite YouTubers.
Ah, you come as an idiot, I see. Right.
Ah,
you
come
can't
as
really
an
wear
idiot.
that in school.
Time to get bullied. Get bullied.
Who the hell's the cube converter?
What do I have?
What?
What do you say?
Oh no, I'm looking for yourself. Oh, okay. I just need to go mine some stuff. I just need to go mine something so I can go get different coloured, like stuff.
I love that we just already got an elytra.
Huh?
We've already got an elytra.
Oh yeah.
But it's glowing.
Yeah, this game you don't need to worry about anything. It's slightly like Minecraft.
The only thing similar to Minecraft is there's blocks.
Yeah, no. Also, it's got like survival. It's more like Minecraft Dungeons, to be honest with you.
I don't like Minecraft Dungeons.
Okay.
Like, it's good enough. But
Yeah, but in this game you actually get to build, so it's slightly different. This game's actually alright. You're copying me.
no.
No.
Mine's worse.
Oh yeah, my bad. Mine's
Wow,
worse.
bro just agreed.
And I have a 3D printer.
I do not. Okay, well that's the foundation level.
Good.
I don't care what you say, I'm going to build a skyscraper.
Okay.
Have fun dying.
Okay.
But I'm gonna build a rainbow skyscraper. Because I can.
There we are, that's my coverage.
I'm still standing. Yeah.
My dad left me. Oh no, no. Why are you laughing?
It's because I was
Are
jamming.
you making McDonald's?
What?
It looks like you're making McDonald's.
Should I actually?
No.
I think I should.
Fuck. Yeah, when
I'm
you're
gonna
finished
make-
with like a foundation of your base, I'll take you to the dungeon. If you have a look on the top of your map, you'll see a bunch of little castles. They're the dungeons. We have to go in them. We're gonna go beat up bosses, and we get cosmetics for it.
I want to
Pretty
build McDonald's first.
Fuck. I'm gonna go hunt. Sorry, no, I'm gonna go into like I'm gonna go into another island, try another world, so I can quickly go get some more like cosmetics.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
there's one I
How
need.
far out from my base can I build where it won't, like, save?
So where the foundation is itself, yeah, where it goes like to that grey colour, that's where it ends.
Okay. Can you move, please? Thank you.
I have a cake.
You have cake.
I have cake.
Ah! Wait, do I have yellow? If I don't, then like this entire base I did is ruined. Okay, no, I got yellow. So.
Sorry, my brother just illegally came into my room, so I beat him up.
Oh, okay. Understandable.
Joking, he beat me up. By the way, you have to press Z if you want to like be able to ride a like your little thing.
I don't have a pet.
Oh no, you do. Press Z. Horsey.
It's a boonicorn.
How'd you get to unicorn?
It's a boonicorn. Why didn't you tell me this beforehand? I would have
Wait, what?
Riding my horse this entire time.
Because I'm funny.
Wait, where have you gone? Wait, your base is
I'm currently in another world.
Oh.
Just getting some like cosmetics just real quick so I can like skin cosmetics. Because I desperately need more. What the hell's the champion of
I don't
Doom?
know how long this stream has been on for, by the way.
Neither. How the hell did I just get 2 chaos chests? I got meteorite ore and flux. Flux can be used as currency in the marketplace, by the way. So definitely save on. Yeah, most certainly save onto it. It's really, really helpful.
I've nearly finished the roof.
Good, good, good.
Then I can build the McDonald's arches. Ah. There we go.
Yeah, I used to play this game on PS4 and it was exceedingly laggy. So I'm happy that for some reason it could run Modern Warfare really well, but it couldn't run a little blocky game.
Everyone underestimates blocky games.
I know, they're so good though.
It's because like my parents don't like Minecraft simply because it's a blocky game.
Bruh.
And that's the only reason why.
I don't think you're allowed to have your parents anymore.
They must be extinguished.
Like a fire.
In the sky.
I leveled up, let's go!
Yay.
How'd I get for leveling up? Chaos chest and a bunch of money. They're still chasing me.
I'm ready to go on a quest.
Oh. Just about to finish this dungeon, so I'll be with you in a second. But you won't be able to come to this world for a while. So don't worry, you're not missing out on anything at all.
I've got McDonald's.
Alright. I just finished the dungeon. I'm just gonna quickly collect these items. Get the hell out. Right. Okay, V friends join. Oh. I'll be back in literally 2 seconds, alright? I'm back.
Okay.
Hold up, I got some other stuff. I just got Diamond Dragonite.
I don't know what that means.
It's 3, it's really rare. Flux. Cupids. 2 gestures. Damn, I've got a load of flux. Eh, where are you?
I'm mining. I found stuff over
Hello.
here.
Okay, right. So our first quest, okay, we're gonna go find a dungeon, and I see one over there.
By the
Follow
way,
me.
do you like my
Get on.
McLaren?
Yes, it is wonderful. Get on your mount. By the way, if you want to know, you can get this cake thing for free. If you want to know.
Ah. Can I not?
Also, you can also get a you can also get a wolf and tiger. Oh yeah, I forgot this cake thing's faster than yours, even though it's like exceedingly rubbish.
Yeah. Where's my unicorn?
Oh, you're gonna press Z again. These boss fights are exceedingly easy, so I'll just kill the bosses and there you go, the cosmetics. Alright. What?
Like, I've just done something bad.
Oh no, that's me. Oh, this is like guns. How the hell did we get in?
Through here.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to get like a black. Oh, found it! Do you want me to get it for you so then you don't have to do anything? I can just like, you know. Kaboom! Done. Right, open the chest.
How?
Pick up like you have to, have a look at everything inside and see if anything's to your interest. And if you want to equip them, it's the same way. You press B, you have a look at it, and you equip it. So very cool. Nice, let's get some ore. What we got here?
Okay. Well, I just grabbed everything. Ooh, spikes. Ow.
Yeah, don't touch those.
Look.
Alright, come on, let's go. Next
Like my
dungeon.
hat. Oh.
Oh, I haven't seen. Let's have a look.
Do you like my
Smexy.
popcorn?
Remember, always read the power rank, okay? Because then we can go to our next island, which is the permafrost one. I'm just gonna switch over to the horse one because I really hate riding a cake. Give me a second.
And plus horses are just cool.
That's me. There we are. Oh yeah, if you have a look here on your numbers, you can equip different ones. And I see a lamppost over there which we can get some like pirate themed stuff from if you want to go there.
Okay.
Alright, fly over there.
Ah!
You right?
I'm all the way back down. I'm gonna go back up the mountain because I keep forgetting
no, don't worry,
stop
don't.
pressing W.
Oh, great. I can jump exceedingly high.
Oh, never
Hey,
mind.
we'll just swim. We'll just swim. Yeah, I can jump exceedingly high by the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ow! Yeah, they've added an update, so now you can take, like, potions from them. That'll eventually, like, speed you up. Got him. Through the portal. Got him.
You said
win.
hold on, I didn't do anything.
Oh, don't worry. I opened the chest. The hell's that? Is that a sword? I like to look at the sword.
B. Okay. Epic gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, take the epic. Take the epic. They're really powerful. And if you have a look on your
cap. Wondrous Wanderer. Mind Jar. Toy gun. Whiffle whale. And I've got bits that I've got equipped.
Alright. Yeah, that's exceedingly powerful. The thing you just did.
What did I just do?
You know, where you just charged up your gun and shot it. That's really powerful. Yeah, no. Come on. Let's like go to the next. Yeah, we're not near anyone. So, no, we're not near. Oh wait, hell on, there's a big dungeon.
Where?
It's in the water though. Follow me.
Is there no drowning in this game?
No, you can't drown.
Oh.
Over there. This over here, the location that I've just pointed out, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, fishing exists, yeah. But to first have fishing, we have to go find a, like a spawn area in the water. Yeah, this place is going to be jam-packed. It's going to be perfect. Probably get a few rares and maybe some epics. Always take, listen, yeah. Always take anything that has anything that is rare. Go. Anything that has a higher ranking than the other. Think of it like Fortnite, pretty much. It's epic's better than rare, and then relic's better than epic. No, legendary is better than epic. Then it's relic, and then it's rainbow. Anything rainbow is like exceedingly powerful. I forgot what the other thing is though. Oh, shadow. Yeah, shadow's the most powerful one I think there is in the game, because I don't know. Yeah, I went up the wrong way. Don't bother about doing that. Come on. It's up here. You can jump forever in water, by the way, so don't mind. Alright, see him. Over there. Fly. Kill all the minions. Get the other guy. Oh, there you are. That's good.
Okay. I got uncommon. Can not be traded. Common, uncommon. I mean, uncommon. Okay, all of my things are uncommon. I didn't get anything else. I got a flux relic here, so.
Oh, damn. Yeah, flux relic. You can turn if you find a loot collector, you can put like anything that. So if you like the look of a weapon, yeah, but then it doesn't have a good enough power rank compared to other weapons. That's another thing. If you hover your cursor over something, it will always tell you the power rank. Alright, follow me. There's another one all the way over there. There's also... oh wait, no, never mind. We're still in it. We just haven't been in it. That's another. Oh, by the way, you get... Oh, go, follow me. I need to teach you something. Very cool. Okay, right. So, if you press V, okay, you'll be prompted with your menu. Then press C. Okay. Yeah, and you see where it says hat. Yeah, you see where it says hat.
Yes.
Yeah. Left click that, and if you scroll down here, you should see gunslinger costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see the hat for gunslinger?
Yeah, hat.
Put on. That's the gun. Look, and now as you have a look, yeah, you also have a little bandana. That's the full set for your level 1. When you reach level 10, always have a look, alright, for your mastery stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna forget about that, so you're gonna need to remember.
Same thing for costume. You can also go for no hat, but I'd recommend keeping it because it looks really cool with that. I had to go for no hat because I look like Link from Legend of Zelda. So I like the backpack on this guy though. It's really cool. Oh yeah, there's probably another one. I'll have a look up here. Heath. Oh no, it's nothing up here. I'll try locating the next one.
Okay.
I think I might know where it is. Alright, you know where we were, yeah? When we beat up the first boss, yeah?
The last.
Yeah. Come up here. No, that's just a giant skull. Alright, come over. Alright, and I think next boss is gonna be over here. You ready? Fly. Oh, it's a spike. It's a spike trap. Don't go under there. Yeah, these would start disintegrating. Be careful, because you will do. Yeah, they're spikes. No, it's just satisfying to break. Come on. Keep in mind, you can roll if you press shift.
I tried that one.
Yeah, always use it if you need to dodge. I don't see anything over here. I thought it would have been over here. It's a piece of item. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Come on.
Ow.
Up here.
Ooh, I leveled up.
Oh, well done.
Ow. Minecraft dropper
Come on.
time. Ow. Minecraft dropper, but you can go back up.
Oh, we go back up.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing up there.
Are you joking?
I thought there would be. Oh, I just wasted one of my boomerangs.
Have you only got limited?
No. But I can recharge them so I can throw 4 boomerangs at a time. Ah! I think I know where they are. Come over to there.
Oh, you're up there. Ow.
Yeah, I'll try finding it for you. I'll let you know if there's actually anything up here so you don't
Ooh, my cannons.
Nah, it's up and down there. Where are you?
Oh, no.
Where are you?
Where?
I don't know. It says slay the pirate lord, but I can't remember any more parts of this big dungeon. And if you complete like a dungeon, you get extra XP. I kind of want to get you to a high level. I still got to do anything.
That looks nice.
Hey, come down to where I am.
Where are you?
I'm down here. Man, what's this cave taking me? Never mind. Don't go to this water. Don't. Come out. Come back out. There's something in there. There's literally the place I
Yeah, we
went
missed
to.
the crab's house.
Where?
Over there.
Oh yeah!
Arrgh.
My render distance is low.
Oh yeah, you're on laptop.
No, it's not because I'm on. When I play Steam VR, I have to turn it down so I don't die.
Can I kill you?
No.
Oh.
There is a game where we can like fight, like other players,
Hmm.
blow them up.
Well, I can't get up to where you are.
Yeah, no, because I'm cool.
Ah,
Yeah.
actually.
Press and hold. Oh, okay. Press and hold H. Okay, I'll show you how to get a wolf as a rideable, so it's not as slow whilst using a horse. All right.
Okay.
Follow me.
Where are you?
I'm there you are.
Let's get that up.
Follow me.
What the hell? Where have you gone?
The horse is exceedingly slow.
You disappeared.
I'm a horse that's flying. To your right, to your right. Left. Left.
Aha!
Hello.
Hello. I thought you
Yeah,
were
the horse is exceedingly slow. So we need to change it over. It's slightly faster than the player. Alright, if you have a look over here, okay, where the battle broker is, alright? So press E on him to open up his merchant. You can see a grey werewolf and you can see a blue battle tiger, alright? We're gonna try getting those, alright?
Okay.
So follow me. We're gonna have to do like 5 or like... I don't know, we're gonna have to do a few rounds. So go here, press E, okay, and then we'll be in the game, and then we'll be in the... Alright, now we wait.
Wait, press E on this thing.
Yeah, you've already done it. Do it again. There you are. Alright, come over to me. Are you teleporting?
Yeah.
Alright, good. You're hopefully in the same one as me.
On your way to victory.
Oh, I see.
Okay, what's the name of the game?
So you see where it says M1 and 2, yeah? It's, mouse 2, yeah? You can use that like a grapple hook, okay? That's what it is.
So what's M1?
M1 is mouse 1.
Yeah.
It's your grapple hook. Alright. You gotta use that. Just throw bombs with your mouse. With the left stick. Yeah. fell to their death.
That was me.
How clumsy. Oh, you also fell to your death. How clumsy. Oh my lord, there's a random boat!
I was on the bridge and then a bomb flew out of nowhere and blew me up.
Oh. That's just very nice.
That's great.
They added additional NPCs.
In a minute, after we finish this round, I'm probably gonna end the stream.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna keep playing this.
The thing is, now I've got to try and find out like cave videos.
That would be Man in Cave.
That video is like an hour long.
Yeah, that's good. I watched that video. Pretty good, we It's really off-putting, that's the thing.
It is, to be honest.
I think I just ended someone. Yeah, I just completely ended. No!
Oh no!
They killed me.
Okay.
Alright. Ricky.
Time to end stream.
Got a bronze blast coin. That's good.
Alright.
I have another
Thank you.
egg
everyone.
fragment.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Ending stream time. Thank you everyone who joined the stream. We had a mad amount of people who did join. Like Jesus Christ. Thank you. I think I've actually gained 3 subscribers as well. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Next upload by me will be this stream but cut down into a video. Hope you guys enjoy. And